On Christmas Eve, I confronted my family about my missing savings, and I truly believed the worst thing that could happen was an argument. The kitchen was warm, the tree blinking in the corner. My mother, Diane, stirred gravy. My brother Evan lingered by the counter. My father, Glenn, sat with the television loud. "Dad," I said, keeping my voice steady, "I'm seeing transfers from my savings I didn't make. Can you explain them?" His face tightened. I gave him the amount and the months. I said I wanted clarity, not a fight. Glenn stood so quickly his chair screeched. "You're always looking for problems," he snapped. "You forget what you spend and then blame people. Dramatic." "It's my money," I said. "The totals don't match." He moved into my space. I stepped back until the counter dug into my hip. For one stupid second, I wondered why he was that close. Then his hand slammed into my shoulder. My shoes slid on the tile and I went down hard, hip clipping the cabinet. Breath knocked clean out of me. Copper flooded my mouth. Diane made a small, startled sound but didn't turn. Evan stared at the floor. No one reached for me. Glenn looked down as if ending a conversation. "Stay away from us," he said, calm and final. "You're just being dramatic." I got up using the counter, grabbed my coat, and left before they could say anything else. Outside, snow fell soft and steady. My hands shook as I fought my keys into the ignition. "My name is Marin Lane." I drove away repeating one impossible sentence. "This is my dad. This cannot be real." Christmas morning my hip burned and my head felt wrapped in cotton. I checked my phone for a text and found nothing. Their silence wasn't confusion. It was a decision. At urgent care, the clinician confirmed bruising and a mild concussion. "Rest," she said. "If dizziness worsens, go to the ER." I asked for the visit summary. At home, I photographed the bruise, backed the images up, and typed a note. Date, kitchen, Glenn's hand, Diane watching, Evan staring at the floor. 2 nights later, I forced myself into my banking history. The missing money wasn't one dramatic withdrawal, it was a rhythm of transfers, small, then bolder, until the total made my stomach drop. Then I noticed the mortgage autopay. My checking account month after month, because I'd co-signed and it was easier this way. Glenn called. For a heartbeat, I wanted him to be a different man. "Did you pay the mortgage?" he asked. "I'm not paying," I said. He exploded. I ended the call and started saving proof. Screenshots, dates, his texts, Mom's only message, "Are you coming tomorrow?" and the urgent care paper, now soft at the folds. The next day, I met Nora Vance, my late grandmother's friend, at a coffee shop off East Washington. She studied my printouts like she could see the hands behind the numbers. "Access isn't ownership," she said. "If you didn't authorize those transfers, that's fraud. Stop arguing with them, separate accounts. Call the bank and the lender, get everything in writing." That night, I built a timeline the way I do at work. Clean, unemotional, exact, and booked a meeting with my bank for the morning. At the bank, I slid my timeline across the desk. The manager's eyes moved fast, then stopped. "You didn't authorize these transfers?" she asked. "No," I said. "The person with access is my father." They froze the old account, stripped every shared permission, and opened a new one in my name only. New passwords, new security questions. I asked for printed confirmation and tucked it beside my urgent care summary. That afternoon, the mortgage lender called. "Miss Lane, there's a missed payment," the rep said. "As co-signer, you may be contacted." "I won't be making payments," I replied. "Send everything in writing." Glenn's calls started immediately, then Diane's, then Evan's texts. I didn't answer. When Glenn showed up at my apartment and pounded the door, I stayed behind it, breathing through the old urge to rescue him. That night, I copied voicemails into a folder and turned my phone to silent. Diane texted, "Please, apologize so we can move on." I typed back once. "I will communicate in writing only." My hands shook, then steadied. In my mirror, the bruise looked like a stamp. Pain made official. The next morning, I mailed a certified letter withdrawing autopay and requesting removal from future responsibility. Receipt, tracking number, proof. A week later, a detective interviewed me about the transfers. I handed over screenshots, the visit summary, the photos of my bruise. She didn't blink, she just wrote. By mid-January, the bank clawed back what it could and locked the rest into an investigation. Glenn refinanced without my name. The house stayed his problem. I didn't get an apology. I got my life back.